And the number one thing Russell Wilson spends his millions on is Russell Wilson is an American football player. He was born in Cincinnati, Ohio, and began playing football with his father and brother before he started kindergarten. He went on to distinguish himself as a football player throughout high school, finishing his 4 years with multiple All-District, All-Region, and All-State honors, as well as being named Conference Player of the Year. He was featured in Sports Illustrated his senior year. He was also a star player on his high school baseball and basketball teams. Russell was drafted into Major League Baseball straight out of high school by the Baltimore Orioles. He was the 5th pick in the 41st round of the 2007 MLB Draft. Wilson turned down the contract and opted to attend North Carolina State. Russell went on to play football, very successfully for North Carolina State, but was never invited to the NFL Scouting Combine. He then surprised everyone by announcing his intention to play professional baseball. In 2011, Russell reported to spring training with the Colorado Rockies. Over the next 2 summers, Russell had moderate success playing minor league baseball. He also transferred to the University of Wisconsin-Madison, where he spent 1 more year. In another move that shocked family and friends, in January 2012, Russell announced he was going to begin training for upcoming NFL Scouting Combine. He entered the 2012 NFL Draft as a projected middle-round pick. The Seattle Seahawks chose Russell Wilson in the 3rd round as the 75th pick overall. Not exactly high honors. Despite these lowly beginnings, Russell has since gone on to earn multiple honors since joining the team, including being named Pepsi NFL Rookie of the Year, PFF Offensive Rookie of the Year. Today, Russell Wilson has an impressive net worth of over $115 million. From his contract to his work with charity, to the endorsements he makes, and more. Join us as we show you what Russell Wilson spends his money on. But first, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. If you're already subscribed to the channel, make sure you turn on notifications as we are releasing new videos. Number 6. Earning his NFL contract. For most NFL players, one of the biggest things that needs to be done in order to make money is prove that you are worth that money. When Russell Wilson was drafted out of Wisconsin, it was the 3rd round of the NFL Draft. He was brought in to replace aging quarterback and be the light of the darkness for the new era of the Seattle Seahawks. And he did just that. He was not only an astounding rookie, but the team built around him went to back-to-back Super Bowls. And they won 1, and they should have won 2. But that's another list. While the Seattle Seahawks have had some up and down years, the constant in all of this is Russell Wilson. He's been good, great even, and has led the Seahawks to the playoffs multiple times over his tenure, which is why the team made sure to sign him to a huge contract deal as the ultimate thank you for what he did. Setting aside the $17 million that Wilson would have made in 2019, the last year of his prior contract, the new money consists of $140 million over 4 years, which equates to a new money average of $35 million per year. The deal also reportedly includes a $65 million sign-in bonus and $107 million in total guarantees. This conventional sleight of hand regarding the reporting of the deal meshes with the conventional structure of the deal. For all the huffing and puffing about a contract tied to inevitable increases in the salary cap, Wilson eventually accepted a very large bird in the hand, choosing the certainty of $31.4 million over the next 5 years. And you can take that to the bank that those 5 years are going to be very good and that he will continue to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Part of getting the money is earning the money, and Russell Wilson earned it the right way. Number 5. Mansion. So let's get straight to some of the big spending that he did. When he was doing the whole back-to-back Super Bowl thing, his money coming in was higher than ever. So he decided to go and buy himself a $6.7 million mansion in the Bay Area, just outside of Seattle. Because why not when you have that much that you're willing to spend? Wilson's Seattle mansion sits on 6.67 acres with 84 feet of gorgeous high bank waterfront. The 10,210 square foot residence boasts 7 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms, as well as a custom kitchen complete with elegant chandeliers, a spacious center island, a walk-in pantry, and stunning wood cabinetry. The home also has a wine cellar to rival all other wine cellars. It houses up to 2,000 bottles, because again, why not? Other notable design features include a beautiful spiral wood staircase with intricately crafted wrought iron railing that takes you up to the second floor, several skylights that allow for natural lighting throughout, 5 fireplaces, and panoramic views of the lake from literally every room of the house, even the en-suite master bathroom. Amenities include a media room, which is closed off from the rest of the room by massive Tibetan doors, a gym, and a private dock outside. So yeah, this place has it all, which may have been the point. And yet, if you were to look at the records for the place, you'll see that Russell and his wife Ciara have actually spent more money to improve the house even more. Just what exactly they did is unclear, but they most certainly had the money to make their home even homier. Number 4. His mother's house. Think he was done buying houses? Hardly. Because in 2019, not long after he signed the contract we noted earlier, he decided to bring his family to a house that he had just bought in the Seattle area where they all happen to live now. When they arrived, he gave the keys to his mother and said, "Go ahead, this is your house." His mother was rightfully stunned by this, and in an Instagram video that was taken of this event, you could see the shock on her face, and then she realizes that this is happening. She couldn't help but ask everyone around her if this was real, and it was. The joy on her face said it all, and that shows that this was a gift she truly never saw coming. As for Russell, he made it very clear on his Instagram why he did this. He said, quote, "All these years you have ever asked me for anything. Only one thing you ever wanted is for me to love. Well, thanks for loving us the way you do. This one's for you. I love you, Mama." End quote. Usually, this would be where someone says, love can't buy you happiness. And on the large scale, sure, that might be true. But you can't look at that Instagram video and tell me that Wilson's mother wasn't thrilled to have that house. And what did you get your mom recently? Yeah, might want to put some more effort into her gift next time. Just saying. Number 3. Rewarding his teammates. In football, it's very much a team sport. And anyone who tells you otherwise is a fool or doesn't know what football is. Anyway, Russell Wilson is a very humble guy, and he knows when it comes to his Seattle Seahawks team, he can't do it alone. Quarterbacks are one of the few positions that get the most glory and fame in the NFL. But the quarterbacks themselves know that they are only as good as their offensive line. That group of men play every snap and are tasked with protecting the quarterback, and sometimes running back, in order to help the team succeed. So when Russell got that mega contract, he wanted to make sure that his linemen were properly rewarded in his own way. So he went and spent $150,000 on Amazon stock and gave some to each lineman. That may not sound like much, but it'll add up over time if they're smart. He even made a message and gave it to them, thanking for all that they had done for him, allowing him to succeed and become the player that he is today. Number 2. Xbox One. Okay, continuing with the humbleness of Russell Wilson. When he got drafted, he decided that he was going to be that guy and thank everyone for his contract by buying them something nice. But he didn't buy them watches or cars or shirts. No, he decided to get 15 players, the O-line, wide receivers, and backup quarterback Xbox One game consoles so that they could all play together and have fun when they're not practicing. Given the time period, these would have been a couple of $100 a piece, so he spent a couple grand on these consoles. Not a bad splurge for a rookie in the NFL. And honestly, this probably went a long way with his teammates to show that he was a nice guy and that they all could just click together, which is exactly what you want as a quarterback. And the number one thing Russell Wilson spends his millions on is private jet. To be clear, this isn't something that Wilson got himself. Rather, this was part of a partnership that he made with Alaska Airlines as part of his role as Chief Football Officer. In short, Russell works with them to help charities and children, and in return, help promote the brand. But for the brand CEO, they felt so inspired by what Russell did with the kids and charities that they decided to paint him on Boeing 737, because why not? At Alaska, we just don't care about the laws of physics, lifting a plane into the air. Though that's remarkable, no matter how old you are or how often you fly. We now are all better off when we can create lift together, across communities, says Dana Burkett-Racco, Alaskan Airlines Vice President of External Relations. Our guests and partners include our Chief Football Officer, inspire us to invest in the next generation, to champion young people, to show kids a path to aviation jobs, or whatever their goals and dreams may be. Indeed, their motto is dream big, fly high, and with Russell, you could bet he does that in spades. And this is just another piece of proof as to the humble nature of the man. So what do you think? What do you think of these things that Russell Wilson has spent his money on over the years? Are you surprised by what he has done with it? Did you think that he would be more spendy with his money? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and thank you for watching Lux, the channel dedicated to all things rich and luxurious. If you like this video, make sure you check out some of our other videos, and to be notified when we release new videos, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Until next time.